Welcome in our next video. Today, we're diving into one of the coolest tricks in DuckDB, aliases. Ever struggled with long column names or complex table names? Well, aliases are here to save the day. Let's see them in action. Our products table has a column called product name. That's quite long, right? Let's shorten it. For that, we can change the product name as name. For that, we can write SQL as select product name as name from product. This is our table name. Let's run this once. You can see the result of all the product name. Focus on the arrow where we point to a name. This time, the resulted column is coming as name only. This is only changed in the results, and there are no changes in the actual product table. Next, in the same way, we can change the column names for multiple columns in a single query. And we can define the column names as per our choices. We can write select product ID as ID, next product name as name, from product. You can take more columns if you want. Let's run this query once. You can see we have results, and column names are as per our choices, which we have defined in our query. Focus on the arrows, how to change the name of the column with as keyword. We can use them as keywords as many times as we want, with one column or with multiple columns if we want. Okay, till now we can only change the name of the columns. Or what if I want to change the name of the table? We also know we don't print the table in results. But can we change it? Let's see one example for that. We can write again. Select product name and next price from product as P. You can see we can use the alias as with table. Also where we can use any of the names instead of the actual name of the table. So we have P instead of product. Let's run this once. Query is running and there are no errors for that. And we have our results with the product name and price columns. Just we are using the table's alias in the query. But there is no impact of this in the result because column names are not changed, they are the same. Let's do some experiments with this query. In next section, where we use the aliases, we can write select p.product name and p.price from product. But this time we are not using the p alias with the table name. Remove the currently written alias p behind table name. Let's run this query once so we know how it works. You can see it's giving us the errors where it's not recognizing the p word. You can see the select error in the bottom messages. It says p entry is missing from query, so p keyword is not defined, but use the same in query. Let's correct this error. If we add the p keyword in front of the product table, with as p, then we are defining the p keyword, and we say p is as per product definition. Let's run this query once. Finally, it's running, and we have results as same as before. We can also see the results as product name and price columns. So our final understanding is, we can use the alias keys once we have defined these. Otherwise, it's not possible to use this aliases directly in the query. One more experiment we can try. Can we use aliases with normal constant values? Let's write the query as select product name. This is the column that we already have next. We can write some values in a string as product_category. This is the column name which we want to define on the top of this value. So we have a constant value which I want in each row, but with a column name from product table. Let's run this query once. You see we have product category column in the results. And we have some value repeated with this column. Finally, we can define the new column names as per choice. That's all we have in this video. I hope you have learned something new today. Let's see in the next video.